In the first half of life, most of our effort goes into building. We build a sense of self in the form of beliefs, attitudes, aspirations, and plans. We strive to acquire positions of importance, possessions, and relationships in order to enhance this sense of self. To want and to strive is a necessary and worthwhile pursuit. That is, until a life dream, relationship, or identity fades or fails. We are confronted in such a moment with a question: should we hang on and grasp at these things, or should we let them go? When does perseverance become pointless, or hope turn into despair in the refusal to accept disappointment, defeat, or depression? Carl Jung, one of the most influential figures in modern thought and psychology, offered us a perspective of how to respond when confronted with these questions. He wrote, "We don't really heal anything, we simply let it go." This simple idea carries profound implications. Healing, in Jung's view, is not the act of solving or repairing. It is the release of attachment, the willingness to let things fall away when they no longer serve life, and rather become hindrances to the natural order of things. Jung's insight aligns with ancient wisdom, particularly the philosophy of Taoism. In the Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu writes, "By letting it go, it all gets done." The Taoist principle of Wu Wei, or non-doing, teaches that there is strength in effortlessness. It is not passive nor lazy. It is a profound alignment with the natural order of things. Jung recognized that the ego, the part of the self that strives and controls, can only take us so far. Eventually, control becomes counterproductive. When the ego tries to force solutions, it can trap us in patterns of suffering. Letting go is not giving up. It is the moment we allow something greater to carry us. As Jung put it, although I was afraid of losing command of myself, I let myself drop. And in that dropping, in that surrender, he found something deeper, an encounter with the self beyond the ego, with something higher. He continues, "This identity and my heroic idealism had to be abandoned, for they are higher things than the ego's will, and to these one must bow." Yet most people continue to hold on, often without realizing it. Old memories, resentments, guilt, and fear linger and shape our present experience of ourselves and life. As Vietnamese Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh observed, people have a hard time letting go of their suffering. Out of a fear of the unknown, they prefer suffering that is familiar. Pain becomes part of an identity, and the old story repeats itself again and again. In Taoist writings, Chuang Tzu tells a parable about a man who tries to outrun his shadow. He runs faster and faster, trying to escape, but the faster he moves, the more the shadow follows. Only when he sits still beneath a tree does the shadow disappear. The lesson is simple. Stillness can free what struggle cannot. Letting go is not an intellectual decision. It is a lived experience, one that requires trust. It means releasing the compulsion to control every outcome. It means accepting that not all questions will be answered, that not every scar needs an explanation. Letting go is a practice of the present, a daily return to what is real, right now. Not the past, not the imagined future, but this breath, this step, this moment. The art of Wu Wei, or effortless action, when honored, becomes a lived reminder that there is a natural rhythm to things. When that rhythm is honored, life unfolds with less friction. The leaf falls when it is time. The tide rises and recedes. No forcing is needed. The Tao does not cling, and neither must we. Suffering intensifies when it becomes a fixed part of our identity. I am the one who was betrayed. I am the one who failed. These inner labels become prisons, but Lao Tzu writes, if you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. When the story is loosened, the suffering begins to lift. Jung believed that in surrendering the ego's control, the deeper self could emerge. This self is not about performance or image. It is not defined by past wounds. It is connected to something vast, something whole. Letting go, then, is not just about relief. It is about becoming. Not who we were, not who we tried to be, but who we truly are beneath the story. The act of release is not a dramatic event. It is quiet, gentle. It might come in the stillness of a morning walk, or in a calm moment of clarity in the midst of suffering that says, I don't want to live like this anymore. To let go is to stop resisting what already wants to pass through, to stop being at war with what cannot be changed. Letting go is not the end of something, it is the beginning of something new, an inner spaciousness, rich with potential for something truly creative to emerge, and a mind, long burdened and restless, now still and receptive. To heal is to release, to trust the rhythm, to let the shadow fade, to let go and allow life to meet you where you are. For the river does not struggle to reach the ocean, it flows.